This week, we will learn about two accomplished students who got accepted to a coding academy in Water Valley, and get to know a man who is no stranger to the Tupelo Public School District and will be greatly missed after his retirement. Welcome back to this week's edition of WTHS News. I'm Mary Allen Wolf. Last week, students in the transition class prepared a delicious meal for their very own friendsgiving. While preparing these dishes, they practiced communication skills, kitchen safety, life skills, and sequencing. This is the first year they cooked and ate together. The students made many dishes such as roasted chicken, cornbread dressing, broccoli and cheese, banana pudding, and deviled eggs. These students enjoyed celebrating Thanksgiving with their classmates. Every year on the first Saturday of December, members of the community come together to watch the Nutcracker ballet as a way to transition into the Christmas season. Students at the Tupelo Academy of Dance Arts, including myself, have been practicing for months for the Nutcracker ballet. Tomorrow we get to showcase all of our hard work for the community at 2 and 7:30. The Nutcracker Ballet highlights several different cultures as the audience becomes fully immersed in the land of sweets. There will be several Tupelo High School students performing in the show, so you definitely don't want to miss it. While those students were rehearsing for the Nutcracker, others were preparing to apply for Base Camp Coding Academy, a nonprofit program. Two of our students recently got accepted, and Paoula has more on how they are feeling about this accomplishment.
The Basecamp Coding Academy offers a great opportunity for senior students to become software developers in a short period of time. This year, Tupelo High students, Cooper McVeigh and Isaiah James, were nominated and accepted into the program.
Once you get accepted into the camp, you go for 12 months. Once you graduate in May, you start June the 1st. They give you all the training you need to be a software developer and be ready to go into the workforce and get a job. You get the education of a 4-year college in 11 months, so they move very fast, so attendance is crucial.
They both mentioned that being able to be part of this program will give them some great advantages as they move into the real world.
I plan on becoming a game developer when I get out of high school and getting my education, so being able to do this right out of school and not have to pay for student loans and only doing it a year is a big help.
It is a really good opportunity for people like myself that weren't too sure about where to go after high school or what college to attend or really anything. It's important to me to be equipped to be employable and have a skill set that I can use wherever, not just in Mississippi. If I wanted to travel, and working from home is a good option you can do. And I thought it was really cool and intriguing to have on your resume that you completed.
Career coaches, Ms. Lonsford and Ms. Golden, also played an important role in their process, directing them and providing them information.
It's a phenomenal opportunity. I don't really know of another one like it. It's right after you graduate from high school, totally free. They give you gas cards to get there, and they serve you lunch. So it's just a different option. Very proud of these guys. We have other students currently who are applying.
They both describe this program as an amazing chance, and they encourage other students wanting to pursue a career in this field to take a step forward and ask for help and advice.
They can come see myself or Miss Missy Lunsford, the career coaches, and we can give them more information about it. We can let them research it for themselves. We can also set up virtual tours, and we can go to the campus in Water Valley and do a tour.
We're here to help. We will guide you. We will, answer your questions. But it's a both and. We're here to help, but it takes the student coming and being consistently persistent in checking on the opportunity.
Students can see a career coach in a building to find out more about it and seek advice for other opportunities related to other careers as well.
We're here to help students with all kind of careers, not just the coding, but whatever your interest is. I say study it, explore it, ask people about it.
Paoula Farias, WTHS News.
Thanks, Paola. Cooper and Isaiah say that they are excited about this new journey. Another student is looking ahead to his future endeavors regarding his swim career. Maddie helps us get to know Christian Simpson.
Hey Tupelo High School, I'm Maddie James with this week's sports. Tonight, basketball will travel to Pontotoc for games at 5, 6, and 7:30. Tomorrow, boys basketball will travel to Baldwin for a game at 2. Keeping it on the court, Tupelo High School has 2 all-star basketball players, Audrey Houston for girls varsity and Gavin Shannon for boys varsity. Soccer also announced 4 all-star players. For boys varsity, Reed Connerly and Ryan Thistle. For girls varsity, Walker Cantrell and Avery Hooker. The sport of swimming has been around for many decades. However, individuals manage to keep defying odds within the sport. Christian Simpson is one of the select few who continuously prove that records are meant to be broken. Christian recalls a moment when his mother told him that swim tryouts were being held.
I was sitting at the dinner table and my mom was like, "There's swim tryouts happening right now," and I rolled my eyes and I was like, "No," and then a few days later my mom was driving me to the pool.
Christian has been a member of Tupelo Varsity Swim since 7th grade and a member of 4 state championship teams. Christian's current coach, Josh Daniel, believes that Christian is a great example for his fellow swimmers to follow.
He definitely has inspired our team. He's motivated the younger kids. He's one of the hardest workers on our team and sets a really good example for work ethic and showing how you come to work, come to practice every day, ready to work.
Coach Lucas Smith, who previously coached Christian for 7 years, believes that Christian's work ethic is a driving force in his success.
You know, some are born with the ability just to go in and every day and put in the work, and some have to acquire it. And I think he was a little both. I think he was born, he's definitely born with the talent he has, but he had to learn how to come in and put the work in every day. And I think that's where he is now. That's why, he's going where he's going.
Christian's mother believes that her son has a bright future ahead of him.
I hope that Christian realizes his full potential. I hope that is something that he gets to see through to the end.
Even with all of his accomplishments, Christian says that the impression he hopes to leave behind most of all is about his character.
I like to leave behind a good reputation for myself. I like to be known as a leader and not as just a swimmer.
Christian signed with West Virginia University, which is a Division I school. But for now, you can expect to see Christian at the Tupelo Aquatic Center anytime meets or practice is held. Also, be sure to support Cheer Sunday as they will be traveling to Jackson to compete in the Magnolia Regional Competition. This is our last show of the fall season, so be sure to join us next year in January for more sports information. I'm Maddie James, WTHS Sports Media.
Thanks, Maddie. Dr. Randy McCoy recently announced his retirement from being the voice of Tupelo football. Shelbie introduces us to Dr. McCoy as she highlights his long career serving Tupelo.
I'm here tonight with Andy Lee in the booth, and Greg Ellis is on the sideline, and you are listening to Golden Wave Football.
Dr. Randy McCoy is known for many things, but to the Tupelo community, he's the voice of Tupelo football. Dr. McCoy broadcasted our play-by-play for football games for 12 years leading up to our last game of the season in Germantown. His presence within his retirement is something we will miss on Friday Night Lights in the Sunday Night 3 radio. Dr. McCoy wasn't just always our play-by-play broadcaster. He was also Tupelo's superintendent for 7 years until 2009. He got into broadcasting after being asked to be the analyst for the football games.
About 2 or 3 games into the season, the play-by-play guy left the radio station, and the station manager asked me, "Dr. McCoy, could you do the play-by-play?" And I said, "Sure, I like that better than being the analyst."
Dr. McCoy is the voice in the picture for the ones who are able to make it to the football games. The description of the field and what's happening on the field is a part of the process that he goes through. He says his job is to paint a picture for the people who are listening to the radio.
At the beginning of the game, you described the field, and here at Tupelo, we talk about we're on a blue field with a golden tee in the middle. We have a brand new huge video board that's on the left side as we're looking at the field.
Play-by-play broadcasting is definitely a job of skill and focus. Dr. McCoy has tips for anyone who would like to get into sports broadcasting and pursue a career in it.
And I would just say go practice, practice, practice. And then when you get an opportunity, go volunteer. Volunteer to do junior high ball games. Ask if you could do the PA and just practice. And listen to people doing it on the radio.
Dr. McCoy plans on traveling with his family this summer, and he continues to produce his weekly Sunday school show. The voice of Dr. McCoy is going to be a voice we won't forget here at THS. I'm Shelbie Spain, WTHS News.
Dr. McCoy may be retiring as the voice of the Tupelo football team, but the impact he made on the community will continue on for years to come. That's all we have for this week. Be sure to follow us on all of our social media accounts and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Thank you so much for watching this week's edition of WTHS News. I'm Mary Allen Wolf.